Hi everybody. So I want to show you guys another cool recipe today, and this one is going to be another really super simple and pretty cheap meal idea. All you will need is some sort of squash, pretty much whatever's on sale. This time it was zucchini, and I diced them up. These were pretty decent sized zucchinis in this case. I diced them up, cut them in half, and what we're going to make are little zucchini tuna boats. So again, really low cost, but really good meal. At least I like it. So all you'll need to do is, like I mentioned, cut your zucchini in half and then cut that part in half. And then just kind of gouge out a little bit of the middle so you can make kind of a boat for your tuna to fit in. I don't go too crazy, but this should be enough room for my tuna. And this is what the little zucchinis look like when I make my little zucchini boats. And the good thing is the stuff, it's not much, but the stuff I carved out of here, we just put off to the side and we can cook up in another recipe or, say, in the dog's food. And now the tuna goes in here. And I was able to dump the tuna juice into the dog food tonight too, so that was a nice little bonus for them. And if I've got some mayo around, you could probably do it without it too. Or you could add it if you have some. We usually just like pick up little packets around of mayo and stuff like that when they sit them out in places. So we will add some today, and I'm going to dice up some onions in it. And then I'm just going to put that with onions and the tuna inside of my tuna boat. And then I'll probably just add maybe some like salt and pepper seasoning on top. And that's how I'm going to do it. You could obviously add a lot more. If you had a lemon or something, maybe squeezing that on would be good, but I'm going to keep this super simple today. And then in our case, since we cook on a cast iron, traditionally, I'm pretty sure folks who might make this would probably throw it in and bake it. But in our case, today we're cooking on the cast iron. So we're just going to try to put a little oil down in the pan and sit these in there. And that's how we'll cook our tuna zucchini boats. And yeah, it makes for a delicious dinner if you make like 2 zucchinis. One actually makes a decent amount from this size. So as you can see, this one zucchini about that size made that much food for us. So it's definitely plenty for 2 people to each have one of these because they're decent size. So that's going to be a nice dinner. Or a snack or a lunch or something like that. And we had a fellow when we were in Texas give us a little sample of his seasoning that he makes on a mesquite beans. And I've really enjoyed this seasoning a lot. Not sure if we'll get a chance to ever get more. So I kind of baby it, but I also use it quite a bit. It has a slight spice to it, but it's really awesome for just spicing up stuff. And I like spicy, and that's going to make that taste really good. All right. And then I just kind of spread that tuna in the little zucchini boats, and we're about ready to go. I think the cost, again, is still pretty cheap because this whole meal for 2 people would be, probably around $1.50 or so, depending on the prices. These zucchinis this time were on a really good sale. They were below $1 a pound, which is a decent price for zucchinis. We also sometimes get zucchinis for even cheaper at discount produce markets or discount produce sections in the store. When things start to go bad, sometimes they throw them in a bag for a discount. So you can get zucchini for pretty cheap still. If you're in a house, obviously growing zucchini or any kind of squash is pretty easy to do. And I do have a yellow squash too. I'm not using this one today, but just to show you, you could use this too. And if this is the guy that's on a better sale, then just get that. Tuna's pretty cheap. And the rest is, nothing, some spices. So another cheap, great, delicious meal. And how we keep our food budget so low here around Paradise on Pennies. So I hope you guys like the meal. Dinner time.